Page 23, Lights Over Egypt. In this lesson, they're giving you another broken bass or broken chord pattern. Doesn't have to be bass, it is in this piece, but broken chords. All kinds of, there's thousands of patterns for broken chords. It's entirely up to you and your imagination. Let's go through the process to learn a piece of music and see what we have. I see a whole lot of flat signs all over everywhere. It's one page long, but we have some repeats. Treble and bass clef, no sharps or flats in the key signature. We appear to be in the key of C major, so make sure you're doing the C major scale. At least one octave up and down. If you can do the scale okay, then it might be time to start doing it 2 octaves up and down, but make sure you do the trill exercise and the accents and everything just like I explained in the video. If you try to take shortcuts, you're going to miss out on a lot of the development, the technical development that you need. So just do it like I say in the video. 4/4 time signature. Let's take each hand one at a time. Although the left hand, all it's doing is these broken chords. But I'll still do right hand only here. At the beginning, you're here. 5 and 2. That puts us in this position, I guess. When I get to the flats and all those, I'll move the fingers as appropriate. So for the B flat, I'm going to use the 4th finger. And for the A flat, I'm going to use the 3rd finger. Most of the time. We'll see. That's your first choice. You use the same finger on the black key as you had on the white key. Sometimes you can't. We'll see. So it's 2, and then B flat. 1, 2. And then cross over. That sounds neat. If you're doing scale, this crossover should be easy for you. Then just reach up for measure 5, just reach up to the C. Then clefs. Okay. Let's go down to measure 9. You're down here. Thumb is similar to a C major scale. That's about it for the right hand. Left hand, you got the chord. C chord. Then you have the 4 chord, except it's a flat here. You can do a 2-1 here if you want. If you got big fat fingers, it may not work, but you can do that also. A 3-2 off. I don't know how big your hands are. So it's either this or this. I'll leave that up to you and your hands. So that's about it until the last measure. That C has an 8/8 under it, so you go down an octave. So lift up and come down. Use any finger you want. I don't care. Use a finger. Put the hands together. Slowly, it's here. And then here. And then here. And here. Yes, I know it sounds good. Just go with it. So you put the hands together and then go back over it slowly and carefully and get rid of the hesitations. Now, hopefully you can get to where you can play this without looking at the keyboard. Also, you can feel where those black keys are. You have to look at the end to come down here. That's okay, because you're coming from here to here. You have to look down for that. Yeah, okay. But the rest of it, hopefully you can just keep your eyes on the music. Now, once I have an idea of that, I get rid of the hesitations, then I do the articulation. It's connected. You can see the phrasing that's marked. Just lift up between the phrasing. Lift up. It's like taking a breath. This left hand, connect it all the way through. So when I get to the end of the first line, measure 4, I'm here. I'm going to lift up in the right hand to come up, but I'm going to connect that. I'm not going to lift up in both hands. I don't lift up in one hand just because I had to lift up in the other. Sometimes I do, but it's not because I lifted up. It's for other reasons. Here, I'm going to keep it. And at the end of each of these lines, I'm going to lift up in the right hand. I'm going to connect the left. Then dynamics, MF at the beginning. Mezzo forte is sort of loud, medium loud. That's the melody is the right hand. Whatever you think sort of loud is. Not loud, sort of loud. These chords need to be soft. So I'm sort of heavy here and I'm light here. Well, again, this is one of the things you practice when you're doing the scales. Play one hand louder than the other and practice that feeling. Now when you get down to measure 9, there's an F-P. F is forte, P is piano. You'll notice that line, that third line is surrounded by repeat signs. That means you're going to play that line twice. It makes sense because when they give you two dynamics like that, you can only do one dynamic at a time. So the first time you play it loud. And when you repeat it, you play it soft. And loud is a little louder than you were at the beginning. Right here. Just more weight. Then when you repeat, it's soft. It's like you're echoing that, very light. And this left hand then has to be super light. And then measure 13, you're back like you were at the beginning. Now the last 3 measures, or the last 4 measures, you have a dim there, D-I-M. Diminuendo means gradually get softer. So you're sort of loud in measure 21, and then come down. Come down about a sort of soft. Come down here, about a sort of soft. Now that's going to die away on its own. So now the challenge is, can you keep the left hand softer than that? As it dies away, can you keep getting softer in the left hand? So it's, because you're soft here anyway. And softer, softer. When I play that note, I want to hear that note. Don't drown it out. Plus there's a retardando there that's slowing it down even more. Isn't this fun? So very light, nice loose wrist, relax here. Just you're kind of just stroking the key here. Here. You want to push it down as you're moving this way because that way it goes down more slowly. The slower it goes down, the softer it is. Here. Now speed, well, it's in the middle. You don't want the quarter notes to go too fast, and you don't want these half notes to go too slow. Like what? It's just like 1, 2, 3, 4. That's kind of a quick moderato, but again, it's the half notes are going to tend to speed it up a little bit. You got to find a balance in there. The whole thing is at 1 speed too, by the way. Now they're showing pedal at the end. You don't need pedal on this piece at all. You can play the whole thing without it just fine. I don't really like adding pedal at the end because here we're dying away. We're getting softer. I'm getting soft. I don't want to add overtones when I'm getting softer. So I'm recommending leave pedal out. You don't need pedal on this. Just leave it out. That last note's going to feel like it lasts longer than 4 counts just because I'm counting slower. I slowed down. That's all. Please don't copy me. Get into the music and just start feeling this. Let's play this together very slowly and check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not going to do any of the louds and softs. I'm going to play both hands about the same. I just need you to hear the notes. So are you playing the same note I'm playing when I play it? That's all this is for. And this is after you've learned it. Because I put the starting point of the play with me in all the videos in the description so you can have it. If there's nothing in the description for it, it means I didn't do a play with me. Because when I get to the more advanced stuff, I don't do a play with me on those. I assume you know whether you're playing the right notes or not on those. But on these, you might be playing wrong notes and not know it. So I'll give us 4 counts. We'll do the repeat the whole bit. 1, 2, ready, go. 4. 1, 2, 3. Repeat. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.